waited in line. We hired immigration lawyers. We couldn't afford to give us the American dream that doesn't exist. We filed paperwork. We waited during our pending status. We got our hopes up for something that would surely bring our spirits down. We slipped through the night. We slipped through the blockaded doors and climbed against the harsh currents and the barbed wire. We pressed our hair and practiced our accents because horsehair is better than ours, because their voices are more articulate, because we didn't want to bite the bullets. We denounced everything that belonged to us. We were not a force to be reckoned with. We did not steal any jobs. We worked in jobs they wouldn't even consider in their worst nightmares. We lived in undeveloped neighborhoods that didn't love us back. We heard sirens in the distance. We saw the remnants of police tape, white chalk lines, and white privilege. We are not human beings and should not be regarded as such. We are not individuals worthy of basic human rights. The Constitution of the United States of America doesn't extend to us. Humanity doesn't extend to us. Respect doesn't extend to us. We are the faces and the voices that ring the bell of the revolution. That won't happen. Not under their watch. We are terrorists and drug lords. We are illegal immigrants and wards of the state. We have statistics that don't reflect well on our people. We are prisoners and criminals, refugees and rapists, and we are wrong. We are invalid, each and every one of us. We are not the result of systematic racism. Systematic racism doesn't exist. We are not unfairly incarcerated. We belong in cages. You see, we are not good people. That's the BS politicians say. They didn't wait in line. They acted as judge, jury, and executioner. They broke our spirits. They didn't have to accommodate or assimilate because even in our own homes, they were the standard. They were a force to be reckoned with. They stole our everything. We didn't steal their jobs. They stole ours. You see, we weren't doctor, lawyer, judge, farmer, and priestess anymore. We were slave, laborer, nothing, grave digger. They rode their stallions to the castle, and our kings and emperors were burned and buried, exploited and excommunicated. They didn't ask us for what they wanted and didn't thank us for what we gave them. They took our heritage and our home. They took our freedom and our power. They swallowed our pride and spit out our history. They loaded us on ships and left home unrecognizable. They didn't say please or thank you. Excuse me wasn't in their vocabulary. They didn't see us or treat us as people. They saw gold and spices that didn't belong to them and treated us like we did. Our women bore their children and then their children became ours. Disregarded, not good enough. Mulattoes, mestizos, nothing more. We waited in line. We waited in line for an opportunity we wouldn't have to beg for if they did the same. If they waited in line, if they left home as is, but they didn't do that, did they? We are waiting in line, waiting for history to be acknowledged and reevaluated, waited to not be the antagonist in a story you wrote with ink made of our people's blood. We are waiting for the tale of resilience to be told and taught, waiting for the actuality, the barging into our borders, the theft of our possessions, waiting for you to understand that you did things the wrong way, that you didn't fill out paperwork and ask for permission, but you are the marble statues in the Museum of History, and we are the rusty bows and arrows. You are the heroes and conquistadors, and now we are undercutting the system. We are waiting for Punta Cana and Morocco to not be travel destinations and nothing more. We are waiting for you to stop pretending you care, to stop posing with African children. You wash your hands thoroughly after touching. We are waiting for it to not be okay what you did, waiting for us to not be the monsters for doing what you did the wrong way in the best way we know how, waiting for it to be understandable while we wait in line, fleeing the provinces and continents you raped, waiting for you to know that we were once more powerful than you. We are waiting in line. We are waiting in line. Thank you.